Hey, what's going on there, cool cats? Hope you had a good weekend. We're gonna go through my weekly outlook and which, I'm gonna put some pairs on my watch list, and we'll see what we got. Let's take a look at Dixie first, okay? The first thing that jumps out at you is this is a 200. This is the 50 and 20. And you'll see that I have some daily support and resistance levels here, and you'll see that we hit it. We hit price recently at this daily support. Resistance, and price just kind of slowly melted from there. And we are finding some kind of we actually banged through the daily support here and tested it as resistance. Now we have a bearish engulfer, and this market is not even open yet. But we have a bearish engulfer here. That's what we were left with on Friday. So this isn't looking very bullish at all. I don't see a hint of bullishness in it, but we could be finding some support here. This looks like a support area here. So I'm going to mark it. I'm gonna mark it like so, and I have it boxed in here because that was the range it fell in. I'm gonna get rid of that. All right, that's the range it fell in. Now we're gonna see if price can get some bullish formations and patterns or whatever to start looking like it might want to turn around, demonstrate some strength. But I have a feeling price will be heading right down to this trend line, and maybe we can see a test of these lows here as a resistance, and maybe we can pop up. We'll see. But this is where I'll be looking at right around 90.33, 90.2, 90.3, around that area, and we'll see how price reacts then. But once we get a close past 786, this is the last line of where we would expect price to retrace and then reject and reverse. This is the last play. This is the last fib line. So if we get a close past here, we'll see what happens once it reaches the trend line. We don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, right? So let's move on, and we can check the euro. No, not the euro. EURJPY. As you can see, I have a position on EURJPY. I put this out in a video last week. Seems to be doing pretty doggone well. I didn't do any follow-up analysis on this one, so I'm going to perform it right now. We are above the 200, so I'm definitely looking. We definitely should be looking for buys, right? And what made me buy here? What made me buy there? Excuse me, I'm shifting this around and stuff. What made me buy here is we look down on a. First of all, yeah, you go down to the 4-hour, and you can see this stuff is in the way, man. You can see how price was in this range, had a breakout, and then a break back into the range. All right, and this seemed to have been a manipulation of these highs here. So if we come down here, now we're looking for manipulation of lows. Here, then we go lower. Here, then we go lower than these. Then we go lower than that. And then we go lower than that. We hit the trend line. We hit the 200 EMA, and up to the upside we go. All right, this was an optimal entry. If you went down to the 1 hour, the 30-minute, you can see how price started to show signs of exhaustion, and then gave a bullish candle, the one that I call the momentum candle, a bullish engulfer, whatever you want to call it. And we took it out of here. We took it out. We took it out. It came back, right? It came back, and I believe that this was, like I said, this was the optimal entry. However, I entered over here. I remember this now because I waited for this candle. I'm sorry. I waited for this candle. This was the bullish engulf. The bullish engulf. If you go on the lower time frames, like the 1 hour and 30 minute, that's why I was looking for a break above this level here. I got in here. Boom, boom, boom. Then it shot down, and I was like, oh man, it's gonna tap. It's gonna hit the stop loss. Then it gave you a very just an awesome second chance entry here for a discount price. If you would have took it, you would be in profit. It did this thing here. It scared me again, but it came up, and now we are in profit, soaring, doing all the good stuff that we was hoping that it would do, and hopefully it'll continue to do so. I have a little concern here with this breakout, break back in area. So I put that as my TP, base my TPs on all the Fibonacci extension levels. If from this low to that high, you'll see I got them just below those extension levels. And that's the way I do it. And let's move on to the next pair. All right. I don't think I had anything on EURUSD. Let's see. You see how let me take a look at it. Let me see. I think I left this one alone. I did some work on it. I saw that we had, higher low. I mean, higher, higher low, higher, high. And then looks like we had a breaker structure here. Boom. All right. On this higher low. All right. This area where I would consider pivotal because it was the highs over here. This is just a very strong key level. And as far as structure goes, here is the last higher low relative to these before, with an impulse, with a strong impulse that carried price up to the highest high, right? So I'm looking here. This is the once it broke the highs here. This is where I would look to see if price would maintain above it, or if it went below it. This would be the break of structure for me. Once it breaks, I look for the retest of the same zone. It did retest twice. Sometimes you can count on that twice, like clockwork sometimes. But it came down, broke that low, and we're like, okay, we're going bearish. No, we're not going bearish. We broke back in. We broke back into the trading range, broke back above these highs, and now we are up here, the higher, in a higher level within the trading range, right? So now, what am I looking for? Well, we are oversold on the stochastic, and overbought. Excuse me, or overbought on the stochastic, and we should be looking for buys, being that we're above 20. All right, these things are kind of close. So if this area, if price, while it's in this area, if it comes back down, on the lower time frame, it comes back down to the bottom of that area. Here, I would be interested in buys here, and take price to the top of the range, breaking these highs, and hopefully breaking this high, the high of the range here, and start to challenge up here. So that would call for some euro strength and some USD weakness. So keep that in mind, right? Let's go to the pound yen. All right. Pound yen kind of gave me a head and shoulders feel with these peaks and everything, but the neckline is kind of like, oh, you know what I mean? So we are overbought on the stochastics. All right. Let me take a look at the D1. All right, we are overbought on the stochastics and all, which is cool and everything. We should be looking for buys being that price is above the 200. All right, so I'm only interested in buys. And if, you know what, I'll bet you, because see this level here, this looks like a daily uh, level of support and resistance. It looks like we might have just missed an opportunity here. Let me put a pivot on here. Hold on a second. All right, and these are monthly pivots of monthly Fibonacci pivots. Okay, and I had a feeling we are at the S1. We are at the support, the first support of the pivots, the Fibonacci pivots here, and we are below the pivot, the main pivot, right? And I would hate for this to have to break. I would hate to see this break down. The stochastic says we are oversold. Why did I say overbought? We are oversold. I don't. I get them confused sometimes, I guess. We are oversold, right? And this is the area where you would want to buy. And it looks like we might have missed a good opportunity, or we're in the middle of catching a good opportunity. So let's go down to the 4-hour, see what we got here. All right. All right. What you want to see is signs of exhaustion as price comes into this level, and a bullish candle that says we're on our way out of here. Now, this is a nice candle and all, but it's not the bullish engulfer, the momentum candle that I would normally be happy to see off of this level. All right, let me look here. See, I see the strong one here. That's what I need coming out. So I would look for, being that we're only looking for buys. All right, I would look for a break above the levels here. I will look for a break above this level. Let me see something here real quick. No, not daily, weekly. All right. Yeah. Okay. That didn't give me what I need. All right. No problem. All right. So while we're dancing at support here, I would need a break above this level of resistance that price has created, and either a break above and a retest, or if price does make it back down here, this is where, especially with that rejection here in this area, if price makes it back down here, I would be looking for some bullish price action, and then taking it up out of this area. Okay, I would keep an eye on this one for sure. GJ, when it goes, it does go. All right, but what did I tell you? You know, man, this is, you know, when you start seeing these lows being broken, you know, like it did here, you know, it starts to give a bearish feel to you. I would be looking for a break below here to start thinking of shorts myself. All right, that's where I would start. That's when I would start thinking of shorts, because I am going off of the daily, the D1. You see, that does look, you know, give you a feel of head and shoulders and all that good stuff, but I need some lows to be broken. All right, I need some lows to be broken. We get below these levels here, then I'll start thinking that to change my sentiment. But we're way above the 200, and there is some room, even though it closed a little bit here. There's some room between these EMAs, so I'm still very much bullish. When it breaks below here and then retest, then I'll start thinking about bearish, you know, uh, looking for sells. right now I'm looking for buys. So I'm looking here and seeing if price can break above 149.88. Really, what am I saying? 149.88. Yeah, I would say 149.88. All right, we get some breaks above there, right around 150. Right around the 150 area. That's what I'm looking at for GJ. All right, let's go to GU. Okay. All right. We gotta clean up a little bit. Now, we are above the 200. All right. And we don't have a lot of space in between the EMAs, but for some reason I have this buy thing here. Now I'm wondering why that's there. We are oversold. We're oversold. That's interesting. We're oversold. That's not very interesting. What am I looking at it for? We're above above here. What does the structure look like here? Okay. We have a double bottom here. Price did try to come back and retest that. We broke that high, came here, a nice retracement here of 618. That's one of the reasons why I got that thing, that buy order looking thing there. Because I wanted to give myself a hint that, hey man, this looks like it might be good for a buy. Ooh, okay, we got a very bullish reaction here. All right, wait for a pullback on the 1 hour to the 200 EMA. So I'm looking for buys. My idea here is looking for a discount, waiting for a price to maybe come back down here. I'm not sure if it will because of that wick. So I told myself to look on the 1 hour. Aha. So we're at resistance. I see. All right. So if we can get price to come back to this support 1, all right, the first support of the Fibonacci weeklies, then we can look for a good entry and get on in. Interesting, because we're right under the pivot, So, you know, oh shoot, we're not even talking about. See, I remember. We were waiting. I was waiting for price to come back here, and it did. Look at that. That's the opening candle, isn't it? Yeah, that's the opening candle. It came back here. So, but you know, I was just had the idea because I was just running through the analysis. But you know, this is a pair that you know, I wasn't prepared to enter in, but I would encourage you, as it has done. It did exactly as I had put the note there. This was one of the first ones I did. By the time I finished with my list, it was well past 5 o'clock. So I apologize for that. So if you can get in, you know, if you can catch a pullback, then I would highly suggest you do so. Wow. Yeah, this was a good idea. I just wish it wasn't one of the first ones I had, so that I can have gotten you guys out to get this entry. All right, so let's move on. All right, I didn't see anything on the USD. I'm not going to go over it. All right, we got a similar situation here. Looking for confirmations at support. What am I looking at? Let's go to the daily. All right, you can see the support here at 1.266. So that was pretty strong support, and price is coming back down to that support. Now, I'm looking for buys. We're over the 200, so I'm looking for buys here. And look, we have the stochastics in the oversold area. So, and we're on the D1. This would be great. This would be great. All we need is price to come here. All right, come on down where all these rejections are, you know, and I think this would present a very nice entry. That's why I have that here. So we're talking about right around S1. Let's go to the monthly. Well, when I'm on the daily, I like to go to the monthly Fibonacci's, and you can see S2 would be optimal if we can get, wow, if we can get price. Come on down here, give us our confirmations, the signs of exhaustion, and that bullish candle up out of here. Okay, and the best place to look for that would be on the 4 hour, the 1 and the 1 hour. All right, we want to see little candles like this, and then a nice bullish one to come on out of here. Boom! This one broke these this resistance here. This is a good one. All right, we want to see the one that'll rise us out of the garbage and into the sunshine. Okay, so when it comes down here, this is a good entry. I have this pivot at 1.266, and again, you want to look for your confirmations, the signs of weakness, the little doji candles and all, and then you want to see that big bullish momentum candle to take you up out of here. Take the next one right after that. You know, the one that when that bullish engulfer closes, you get on the next candle. All right, I said that enough times. I'm not going to keep repeating it. All right, and you want to target the highs here. I have the target here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to watch. All right, that's all these ones in red here are on the hot list, meaning they're ready to go. Okay, now I'm on New Zealand dollar, Canadian dollar, NZDCAD. Okay, let's see what we got here. We got a break of structure here because we were on an uptrend here. All right, looks like we got a break of structure. We broke this low, broke that low, broke this low, right? Came back, retested this zone, and now price is reacting to that. Interesting. I'm going to put a daily level right there because there needs to be one there. All right. Okay. Look at all that rejection there. Now, I am above the 200, right? But the EMAs are kind of clustered over here. This is kind of messy. How am I supposed to read that? Well, in these cases, I don't like taking the position. I really don't. What do we got on the stochastics? I mean, price is just barely above 200. I don't know why this one is red. Expecting more bullishness. 4 hour shows retracement to the 786. Let me see something here. 4 hour, yeah, it does. Okay. All right. Here's the 786. Look at the retracement all the way down here. This is the last last fib line for a Fibonacci level for price to show a reversal. Okay. We didn't break this higher, so we got higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, relative to that one, relative to that one. So I'm going to say that it looks like price wants to head up higher. That's what I am going to say to you. All right. Let me see something here. We have a pivot here. We need price to get above that pivot at 8. Well, yeah. At 899, 8995, to let's say call it 0.9 thousand. All right, call it 0.9 thousand, which is the 50% retracement Fibonacci level. All right, if we get past this, we get a break above, you know, a clean close above that, we can be looking at this here, because this structure is showing signs of strength, breaking these highs here on the way back up. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. So keep your eye on the levels I mentioned, 9,000. We get a break above. Looks like we might be it might be pretty good to go. Okay, let's look at New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Right. Let's go to the daily. Okay. All right. I got a lot of levels on this one. So let me see these pivots. All right. What do I got here? We're looking for buys because we're above the 200. All right. Looks like we're getting ready to get across of the 20 over to 50, which indicates more bullishness. All right. We got a break of structure. We did have a break of structure. We broke these. We broke. See this last one. This higher low here before the highest high. This high that was broken to the downside. Came back and retested that zone, and then we broke down further. All right, that gave us a lower high relative to that one, lower than that one, and a lower low relative to that one, right? And we got a lower low, so we should have been in a downtrend. However, we found strength. We impulsed to the upside, back to this zone, back to the very same zone. So this is an interesting place that we find ourselves. All right. Let me look at the 4 hour. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. We got some bullish activity going on here, and I like to see it. All right. Because we did go down to far enough to say, hey man, this looks very bearish. All right. Now, if I put a Fibonacci on this thing, it gives me an idea. This is the swing. This is the major swing. All right, and to the swing high. And it looks like we only have there's a perfect 50% retracement, right? 50% retracement, and we're springing up. So I'm expecting more bullishness. All right, as long as we stay above the 200. And what do we got here? We missed an opportunity, is what this stochastic is saying. It says that we were oversold at some point, and I'll bet you if we do a close up here, yeah, we'll see it. I got the arrows on it right there. Yeah, price came in, probably showed rejection. You love to see those wick rejections, and then the bullish candle that brought us up to this level here. This is the one that we should have took out, and it stayed. We rejected from going down further, and we are making new highs, right? So this is on the 4 hour. This is the latest. This is our candle that'll get us started. Now it looks like price will find this support, this resistance here, and test it as support, and we'll see if price rejects from here, if this turns into a nice wick, or if it continues down further. I'm pretty much thinking that it'll turn into a wick, and we'll see more upside. Yeah. Now I will check these pivots. All right. We have the pivot here. You see the P. This is we're going to run into the resistance up here. So if price turns around, I would not be surprised if we find support here at the pivot and continue up higher. Okay. So what do you want to do? There's an opportunity for you to catch a buy around this area. All right. You're going to look for bullish formations and patterns on the lower time frame. Look for those look on the 1 hour and the 1 hour and the 30-minute for those bullish formations and patterns, and then you can find yourself in jump in a good, that's an arrow, what is that? All right, and find yourself a good entry here, and then take that to the top. Okay, that's much better. All right, what level did I say that was? I'm waiting for an answer. See how it's rejecting from there right now? This is the time, it's probably the time to jump in. 719.719. You know, take a good look at it, and look on the lower time frames, see if you got the enough confirmations for valid entry for a long. Okay, next pair, going to the Aussie New Zealand, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar. All right, going to the daily. Let's take a good look. We are above the 200, but not by much. We made it past the 20 and the 50. So this is interesting. Oh my goodness. All right, so what do I got here? Do you want to, we're oversold on the stochastics. Look at that. All right, and we have an ascending channel. The fib entry on all swing lows. Okay, that's cool. What I mean by that, look where the entry is here. What I'm talking about is we're finding support on this diagonal support, which crosses with this support 2 on the Fibonacci pivots. All right, let me put this on the monthly, being that I'm on the daily. All right, and you can see right here the support, the first support of the Fibonacci monthly pivots is in line with the 786 of the Fibonacci retracement tool, right? 786. That 786 level, like I've repeated, is the last line where you expect price to reverse. All right, we got some rejection candles, so it looks like price I'm inclined to believe price will make its way down here, and this is where you're going to be looking for an entry, a bullish entry. You're going to be looking for bullish formations and patterns, and you're going to go down to the 4 hour and the 1 hour to look for those patterns, look for those confirmations before you enter this trade, and you'll find it right around this level. What level are we talking about? What is this? 1.0709. All right, around this level, you know, as high as 1.0726. All right, so between those two, we should be able to find a very valid entry, because we're at the support line of the channel, and I can see price heading on up. This will be the third touch, so we got to be very careful. Got to be very careful, because price could do one of these numbers and start to breach the doggone ascending channel, because it's the third touch. We only got 2 touches over here though on top, so I'm inclined to think everything's going to be good if we go uptown. Okay, and as far as the Fibonacci retracements, you see how this lines up, because of I have it at this swing low to the swing high. If you went to this swing low, you'll see it's the golden ratio that lines up there. And if you go to this swing low, you'll see that it's a 50% level that lines up there. All right, very close to it. All right, so I mean, actually, and we're at the 380, the 382 here. So if it comes down here, I think we have a good case, a good reason to look for price to find support and then shoot on up. Let's look at the euro pound. All right, what do I have here? It's overbought. What? my goodness, look at that. We might even get some divergence here. Look at that, because what I would tell you to look for is this and that. Okay, you need to get that divergence. You don't need to get the divergence, but it's always nice to see it when it shows its face, right? Now, yeah, what am I doing here? Okay. Oops. All right. So, we got a downtrend. We're trending down. All right. That doesn't look like a correction. That looks like an impulse. And we are in the corrective phase of this this cycle right now. We're below the 200, the 50, and the doggone 20. But price isn't below that. Price is coming up towards that 200, right? But because we're under the 200, we're supposed to be looking for sells, but I don't like looking for sells when things are starting to move bullishly. All right. So a retest at resistance. All right. That's if price comes, if price doesn't get past this blue area here. All right. This blue field, because this is a pretty strong area of resistance. And it's also the R3 of the Fibonacci pivots. Matter of fact, I want to change those pivots to, no, I got the right ones on there. Yeah, just leave them where they are. Yeah, so it's the R3. So what I'm talking about is, look at this area here where price has already rejected here. Look for signs of exhaustion on the smaller time frames. All right, you see also the rejection over there. All right, look for signs of exhaustion, and then you look for that momentum candle, and this, I believe, would be a valid short. Yeah, and we are overbought as well. All right, and we're showing signs of divergence coming. So if you can see the rejections and the formation happening, this might be a good place to look for a short. And where we're talking about is in the area of 0.8731. 8731. Okay. All right, let's go to one more, EURCAD. Those other ones, the ones I have in yellow, are stuff that is forming. I'll talk about it later on because I don't want to make this this video longer than it should be, and it's already pretty long. All right, so what am I looking at? EURCAD. We're already oversold, right? And we have a break of structure. We got a retest of the R1, lower time frame value, short entry, possible divergence happening. Okay, where's the divergence, man? What are you talking about, bro? Okay, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe that's what I was talking about. I don't know. I don't know where this divergence is. I'll look for it on another thing. All right. So what do we have here is we have the 200 here. We should be looking for sells. All right, but price is making its way up now from this swing high to the swing low. Prices come back, if I can get that out of the way, come back to the 618, a little bit past it. Actually, this is 705, and we have a bearish reaction. We have this bearish engulfer. Price is coming up halfway into that candle, and this is looking really interesting. If price starts to show bearish formations and patterns at this level, I think this would make for a valid short entry, because I believe that price, it looks like price is going to head down, because this is a bearish structure, and I would only be looking for sells here, and that would be the place I would look for. This bearish engulfer is very nice looking. I don't care for the wick rejections there. that's not what I want to see. But because we're already overbought, I'm looking for this this tail of the stochastic to come stop right here, give us some bearish kind of divergence from up there, and then come on down. That's what I'd like to see. So we're at that point, and I think at this level, and look, it's happening right now. Look at that candle, 1.5093, 1.5093. That's where I would be looking for an entry. It's a little aggressive, but it's at this break. This is the this is the break I would be looking for, that for a buy, but that buy might happen here. But I would be looking in this area for everybody looking. I would be looking in this area for bearish formations and patterns, and this would be a good short. Now we seem to be, I mapped out that we seem to be in this range here. All right. So, you know, I can understand one being hesitant, waiting until they're out of this range, but I have this pair marked for a specific reason, and I'm trying to remember what it was. We hit the R1, we hit the resistance one. It gave us a good reaction, gave us this strong bearish reaction here, and we filled half of the candle up, but now we need a break of this area here. Now this entry is going to be very aggressive. That's for the very aggressive people, but I would wait personally. I would wait until we are below 1.495. 1.495. I would wait until we get below here, maybe wait for a retest, and then take that short, or take the impulse, because I do not believe once we crack below this line, we're not coming back up here. All right, when I say impulse, I mean as soon as price gets below this support, then you can enter a short. That's an impulse sell. You know, I take those. You know, I take them pretty often. You know, not all the time. I take them frequently. That's a better way to say it. Okay, so that's what I would be looking for. That's what I would recommend. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything here. All right. All these EMAs twisting up. That's why I like to look on the daily. Daily gives me some clarity with the structure. We broke those lows, and we come back and tested those the very lows, that very zone, and we should be falling down here. The structure is in, if I'm reading it correctly, and I believe I am, the structure is in our favor. So is stochastics. Yes, I'm looking for shorts here, and I love that bearish gopher there. So there you go. And that was the last red one I had. I'm losing my voice. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. I appreciate you guys hanging with me. Let me know how the trades go. I'm not going to keep giving you updates on every doggone trade here, but I want you to, let's see how things bear out during the week. Now, you understand that on Tuesdays, that's where the market makers kind of find a bias and stick with it for the next 3 days or 4 days, you know. But so Sunday to Monday is a funky time to enter the market, especially for swings. So you got to be careful, because liquidation managers, they like to misdirect. They like to go up for a day, get people to take shorts or take longs, and then come Tuesday, Wednesday, they shoot down for shorts and take those people's stop losses out. And, you know, the weaker hands fall victim to the stronger hands. Okay, so be careful, folks. All right, that's what I want you to bear in mind. Things could change. That's why people give Tuesday updates. I'll be with you throughout the week. So I'll hopefully we have a great week. I think we have a good beginning, and I feel very optimistic for this week. I think it's going to be a very powerful week. I'll come out with another video for Bitcoin and gold later on. Uh, uh, but I want you to enjoy your week. I want you to be happy traders. And why did I take a picture? And take care. May pips be upon you.